Good evening, I'm William Galloway. The Alabama men's basketball team closed their regular season today at Georgia. The Crimson Tide took a 14-point first-half deficit and then turned it into a 10-point win. Here's how that all happened. In the first half, Javon Quinterly driving and looks back out, finds Jordan Bruner, and he buries the three. That cuts the Georgia lead to 7. Still in the first half, Georgia up 6. Justin Kier lets one fly. From 3, he hits that, and Georgia led 36-30 at the break. Second half now, Javon Quinterly, top of the three, good. Bama up 7. Quinterly had 18 points today, and they all came in the second half. Here's Quinterly driving right side, lays it up and in off the glass. And here would be the dagger for Alabama. Keon Ellis, a three-pointer, and Bama wins it 89-79 over Georgia. The Crimson Tide finished the regular season 21-6 overall, and Nate Oates and the team now look to the SEC tournament next week.
You know, to go 16-2, best record. I think when we tied for the best record in SEC history at Alabama, shows a lot about what this team's made of. So proud of the guys. We got to get back playing better, more like the second half, you know, than the first half going into Nashville. Hopefully that first game Friday morning.
Alabama softball took on Northern Iowa today. This is game 1 of a doubleheader. That's Bailey Dowling getting things going for the Tide offense. She knocks a single up the middle. We go to the top of the 4th. Sarah Cornell dealing. That's a strikeout right there. It was her senior day today, and she played really well. Top of the 5th, Sammy Bunch pokes one over the fence for Northern Iowa. Bama lead cut from 3-0 to 3-2. Cornell with another K. She went 5 2/3 innings. She struck out 9 batters today. Bailey Hemphill knocks in the RBI single, and Bama wins game 1 of the doubleheader 5-3, and then won game 2 8-0. Shelton State softball hosted Snead State today for a doubleheader. Snead State won game 1 7-6, and Jordan Walters was the pitcher for game 2 for Shelton. She struck out the side to begin the game, and the Bucks came storming back in game 2. They pick up the 4-0 win, and Shelton State improves to 9-3 on the year. Alabama rowing had their first regatta of the season this morning, and they kicked it off a little bit differently than any season before. Here's WVUA 23's Matthew Travis with more.
Alabama was ranked heading into the season for the first time in program history, but that was just part of the reason parents and fans braved the weather this morning on the Black Warrior River.
They've done team things, even though they're virtual. They've done trivia nights with family members because these girls have been in these little dorms and these little condos alone, and they've made every effort from athletics on down to make sure these girls are taken care of and ready. They've practiced, they prepared, they had ergs in their houses. It's been phenomenal.
Because of COVID-19, it has been more than a year since the Crimson Tide's last regatta, and most were just excited to see the Crimson Tide back on the water after such a chaotic year.
It's so exciting. It's been a rough year, and they've put in so much work. It's wonderful to be able to see them racing and to see them accomplish what they're accomplishing.
As mentioned earlier, this is the first time Alabama has entered a season ranked, but the Crimson Tide have their sights set on bigger things as they aim to make NCAAs in June for the first time as well. Reporting for WVUA 23 Sports, I'm Matthew Travis, and as they say down here on the river, row Tide.
Thank you, Matthew. Turning our attention to football now. West Alabama hosted Limestone today for some spring college football. Let's check that out. With 3:30 left in the first quarter, quarterback Jack McDaniels looks long, and he's got Bailey Blanchard a 25-yard touchdown pass. West Alabama on the board first, 7-0. We go to the fourth quarter, and McDaniels from the shotgun throws to his right. He hits Tyreek Martin, another 25-yard touchdown, and West Alabama defeats Limestone 27-17. The Tigers controlled the game today, picking up 515 yards of total offense. Alabama baseball lost to College of Charleston today 1-0. Dylan Smith pitched 7 innings for the Tide. Bama had 9 hits on offense, but that wasn't enough to bring anyone all the way around the bases. First pitch for the rubber match tomorrow is at noon in Charleston, South Carolina. That's it for sports this evening. I'm William Galloway. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this.